Test?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think we should be ultra live, real time. Let's see.
I don't know. I still can't like the damn. There we go. There you are.
Oh, there we go. Let me refresh this. Make sure we're nice and up to date. There's no need for a 30-second delay.
Oh, come on. It was fun.
Let me see.
But yeah, I just yeah, he spent 25 million on Nicole Kidman, and I'm like, I haven't seen her in a movie in I think maybe since Black Swan,
To be quite
and I
frank, I
don't.
don't even know who the hell that is.
She
Nicole,
was married. She was married to Tom. Who's the Top Gun
Tom
dude?
Cruise?
Yeah, she was married to Tom Cruise, I think.
Oh, oh, it started. Earnings calls live, baby. Let me swap the audio.
I'm just.
Call. At this time, all participants are in a listen-only mode. As a reminder, this conference call is being
Okay.
recorded and will be archived for 2 months on GameStop's investor relations website. This call will include forward-looking statements which are subject to various risks and uncertainties that could cause actual results to differ materially from expectations. Any such statement should be considered in conjunction with the cautionary statements and the safe harbor statement in the earnings release and risk factors discussed in reports filed with the SEC. GameStop assumes no obligation to update any of these forward-looking statements or information. A reconciliation and other information regarding non-GAAP financial measures discussed on the call can be found in the company's earnings release issued earlier today, as well as the investor section of the GameStop website. Please note that the company will not be hosting a Q&A session as part of today's call. Now, I would like to turn the call over to the company's Chief Executive Officer, Matt Furlong.
Thank you. It's good to be with everyone today. I want to start by thanking our entire team for all of their hard work, given the pace at which the organization is changing. I've had the chance to meet a number of team members across our stores, fulfillment centers, and home office, and I look forward to meeting more in the coming weeks and months. We appreciate how everyone is stepping up and embracing GameStop's new operating principles. Since you last heard from us in June, our refreshed board of directors and new management team have settled in. We now have unified leadership fully focused on 2 long-term goals: delighting customers and delivering value for stockholders. In addition to focusing on long-term opportunities, we took a number of steps over the past quarter to fortify the company's infrastructure and technology. We are focused on positioning GameStop to scale while obsessing over competitive pricing, expansive selection, and fast shipping. Our actions included continuing to add technology talent across the organization, including individuals with experience in e-commerce, UI, UX, operations, and supply chain. We also continued to expand our fulfillment network by adding a 530,000 square foot facility in Reno, Nevada. This new facility, which is expected to be operational next year, will position us to further expand selection and expedite shipping. With this addition, the company's fulfillment network will span both coasts of the continental U.S. for the first time. Our new 700,000 square foot facility in York, Pennsylvania also began shipping orders during the quarter. We grew our catalog by adding new products and leading brands across consumer electronics, collectibles, toys, and more. We signed a lease on a new customer care facility in South Florida and started adding talent to that team as we continue to build out customer care operations in the U.S. Lastly, we further strengthened our balance sheet and capital position by raising more than $1.1 billion in net proceeds from the June ATM program. Let me now turn to our financial results for the quarter. Net sales increased 25.6% to $1.183 billion, compared to $942 million during the same period in 2020. We achieved this growth while overcoming a roughly 9% reduction in our global store fleet due to de-densification efforts and ongoing store closures across certain international markets due to the pandemic. We believe net sales is the primary metric by which stockholders should assess the company's execution. SG&A was $378.9 million, or 32% of sales, compared to $348.2 million, or 37% of sales in last year's second quarter. Adjusting for severance and certain other costs, our adjusted SG&A was $372.3 million, or 31.5% of sales, compared to $336.9 million, or 35.8% of sales during the same period last year. The 430 basis points of leverage was primarily driven by store reopenings after widespread shutdowns due to the pandemic in Q2 2020. We reported a net loss of $61.6 million, or 85 cents per diluted share, compared to a net loss of $111.3 million, or loss per diluted share of $1.71 in the prior year's second quarter. Our adjusted net loss was $55 million, or 76 cents per diluted share, compared to adjusted net loss of $92 million, or a loss of $1.42 per diluted share in the fiscal 2020 second quarter. Our global store count was 4,642 at the end of the quarter. Turning to the balance sheet, we ended the quarter with cash and restricted cash of $1.775 billion, which is just over $1 billion higher than the end of the second quarter last year. As we announced in June, we raised approximately $1.1 billion in net proceeds through the issuance of 5 million shares of common stock under an ATM. We intend to continue using those proceeds for general corporate purposes, as well as for investing in growth initiatives and maintaining a strong balance sheet. As a result of the ATM, total shares outstanding are now approximately 75.9 million. At the end of the quarter, we had no borrowings under our asset-based revolving credit facility and no long-term debt other than a $47.5 million low-interest unsecured term loan associated with the French government's response to COVID-19. Debt levels compared to the second quarter of last year were down $424.7 million. Capital expenditures for the quarter were $13.5 million, bringing year-to-date CapEx investments to $28.2 million, a number we anticipate will increase as the company continues investing in growth initiatives. In the second quarter, cash flow from operations was an outflow of $11.5 million, compared to an inflow of $192.8 million during the same period last year, largely due to the investments in inventory we are making to drive sales growth. In terms of our outlook, we are not providing formal guidance at this time. Thank you again for your support and interest in GameStop.
I think that was it, guys. No Q&A after.
This concludes today's
Holy
conference
smacks,
call.
that was quick. This is probably faster than the AGM in early June. Let's bring on Rob. That. I can hear myself. Oh, there we go. Give me 1 second. Let me change the audio.
I swear it was a short. It was so short. It was as short as the AGM.
Oh, I think that's the shortest earnings call I've ever been in. That was pretty quick. That was shorter than the AGM.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That was quick. All right, let's see how GameStop reacts.
I was actually kind of hoping there'd be, I don't know, maybe, a couple of questions, that they would screen first, or, but I guess, I don't know. I mean, I would have liked to have had maybe just a little bit of something forward looking, but, when I was reading that press release, I was sitting there going, okay, that's fine, and then I read about the call center that they're opening in South Florida. I was like, well, shit. Well, we know they're going to keep it in the States, but I thought they were hiring up there in Dallas. I guess they're moving it to South Florida.
Why do you think they're not taking any questions? Is that due to the Rona, the virus, or do you think Cohen still wants to cover up his plan and not like?
It's all. I guarantee you, it's all they want to keep everything quiet, and they don't want to talk out of turn yet.
Why is AMC dropping too? Look at this. It's reacting to GameStop. 190 after hours for GameStop.
I'm still actually like, that's not gonna hurt. I actually thought we'd be at 190 right after close.
No, this closed at 198.
I know, but
Um,
that's what I'm saying. I'm not worried about that because I expected, fully expected it to go down to 188 or something after, I mean, 180 or even lower after the earnings call. Shit, it just might.
MG says he wants to keep his stuff hush hush. I think we get more from Ryan Cohen through his tweets and with Twitter than we do with the earnings. I think that's what it has to do with. Well, a lot of the companies weren't giving guidance as well. Well,
Well, I
and
mean, in all honesty, there's not a whole lot of guidance that you can really. I mean, like AMC can't give any guidance because, Rona keeps coming up with different variants. There's no clue as to how this is going to play out. But GME is more of a, turning more towards an e-tailer, so their guidance could have been a little bit, it's frustrating because I would have liked to have heard something, but I guess the guidance that we got on that side of it was, well, we've opened one distribution center and we are building another, and it will be ready, next year. And maybe that's the guidance on that side of it, and they're just trying to keep everything else hush hush on the NFT side of everything. I don't know.
because there wasn't like a couple months ago there was an actual website from like an NFT website for GameStop, right? Like it had the Game Boy on there and it had the
It's
Ethereum logo. Was that actually legit from GameStop, or did some Redditor out there try to troll and make that up?
No, I'm fair. Well, see, I don't know a whole lot about that, but I'm fairly certain that was and is GameStop's.
This is what I'm talking about right here. NFT.gamestop.com. Like, is this actually them? Because from what I remember is that they had a personal Twitter, like a separate Twitter for the NFT situation, and GameStop followed that page, like the official GameStop Twitter handle. So I don't know, and I don't know about the
No,
AMC GameStop merger rumors.
I think somebody did. I think a bunch of people did some dives into whatever code they can see behind that, and I think it traced back to GameStop.com.
Hmm. Or do you have to look at the domain history of that website and see who? I'm pretty sure you can look that up. 188 after hours for GameStop. Ryan Cohen just doesn't give an F, says Kyle.
No, that's not what he said. You better reread that.
That's what he said.
No,
I'm not gonna
he didn't
curse
say.
on YouTube.
Yeah, it
That's
just
what you want me to
doesn't.
do. That's what I'm saying, like in a good way. I'm not saying it from like a
Yeah,
negative standpoint.
I I don't think he's going to give away what could be something new. Amazon could crush them if Amazon
Oh
found
yeah.
out.
Well, but people also said about that, like the online shopping with Target and Walmart, that Amazon was gonna crush them. But no, Amazon failed with that, with the Whole Food situation. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
But
not selling anything.
but Amazon is like diverting from their business model. I think they said they were gonna open up some retail locations too. Like, can you
Yeah,
imagine
I know.
that? Like
I think
walking into an Amazon.
there was something today about them trying to branch out into the medical field too, or something
What?
today.
I wouldn't doubt it. They're probably gonna come
I'm
out
just
with an EV vehicle too in the future. Maybe you'll be driving your Amazon car. There's nothing to crush by Amazon if GameStop pull their shares out of the DTCC and issue a crypto dividend. I'm done, says Phoenix. You already
you
know
got to
who
do
I. Go ahead.
you, Phoenix. It's up to you, man.
It's your portfolio, man. You're the only one that clicks buy and sell. Look what happened with all these other pump and dumps with Spirit and BBAG. A lot of backholders. Ralph, you already know who I think Amazon should acquire. AMC, huh?
Hey, they'd have stores all over the place.
What
Yeah,
about
yeah. Angry Garden Gnome. I'm kind of wondering what's going to happen tomorrow because this quarterly is not bad at all. Um, I'm actually thinking this might rip tomorrow.
let's look at the history of what GameStop has done officially on days after earnings. Let's go back. March, we fell after hours. The next day was red, but we had a recovery day the following after. So red and then green, and then we go to the AGM June, early June. The day
Yeah.
after was bad. After hours was pretty bad, and the next day it tanked, and the next day it stayed flat, but it didn't have that bounce like it did the previous quarter. And then it just trickled all the way down to 150s. So maybe we find some support around 180, I would assume, for GameStop. Back to that 180 level. Crypto Bird says it bounced nicely off 185. Yeah, we still got like
Yeah.
a couple more hours into after hours. We'll see pre-market. AMC didn't react
Well,
too much.
There's not a whole lot of liquidity, in aftermarket or
Yeah.
after hours or pre-market.
A lot of
I think
retail.
first hour or so, well, actually till probably about 11:30 tomorrow will be the telltale.
Also, a lot of retail doesn't have access to like the pre-market and after hours. Don't be the guy to sell today and a crypto dividend gets announced tomorrow. I wanna hear about these rumors with the merger with AMC and GameStop. The ultimate
What
meme stock.
rumor?
There was a rumor on
No,
Twitter, I swear I kept seeing it like an hour
I
ago.
know, but dude, the only thing that Adam Aaron said is that he was, he had contacted GameStop,
The
and
question
that was,
is
see if I still have it saved as
there something cooking behind that? Or is it just fluff and hype?
I think it's bullshit. Let's see. I would have to go find where I posted that. Where the hell did I post that?
That's
Oh, here it is.
Discord.
It's in Discord.
GAMC is the new ticker.
Is that Eric? I'm gonna ban him.
You know what the new ticker is? It's just game. GAME, game. Why would they do that though? I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
There's the quote, or there's what happened.
Did you send me it?
Yeah, well, I sent it in the chat.
It's not on here. I can't. You didn't send me it. I can't find it. I'll probably have to go on Liz's Twitter.
No, I sent it in the chat, the YouTube chat. Did it not go through?
Oh, there we go. Now I see it. Yeah, your internet's one step ahead of mine. It's the Arby's Wi-Fi. 182 after hours. I pinned the message actually. 182 after hours for GameStop and 46.61 for AMC. Aaron has been playing the hype the whole time.
You have to wonder what can they partner with? What can they talk about?
It doesn't make sense.
They're two totally different types of companies. So it's just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Exactly.
What is AMC going to partner with them to have GameStop carry AMC stuff?
No, they're gonna do the merchandise. That's what they're gonna do.
That's what I'm saying. The merch. Yeah, okay. I'm not buying anything AMC related from GameStop. I love GameStop, but not doing that. Nope.
You see, we bought the cat shirt off GameStop. I mean, I bought even the freaking kitty. Should we give away the kitty? Should we raffle this bad boy out?
I thought you were going to give it to me.
This, the banana kitty.
I know. I thought you were giving it to me.
You have your own, no?
No.
I thought you bought one too. Adam Aaron needs to hype up AMC before he sells his shares. Oh, that's around the corner too.
Eric, stop taking what I'm saying. Oh man, I'm about to mute him or ban him.
Because I'm the one
that said that. I said he's trying to keep AMC prices up because he hasn't sold his shares yet.
That's interesting because his birthday is end of September, something like that. So Adam Aaron is turning 67. He says, Mr. Adam Aaron himself, he's not well diversified. I call bullshit. He went to Harvard. This dude's the CEO of a company. You think his excuse is, oh, I'm not diversified. What is he, 100% on freaking Dogecoin or what? Did he go all in on Dogecoin or Bitcoin? I don't know. Ralph, did you get that kitty? Oh no, that's not me. That's Trey. That is not me. GME is also building a digital platform that could sell tickets and gift cards. Speaking of gift cards, I think I have 2 more AMC gift cards to give away tomorrow. I forgot about him. I forgot I had him, but remind me tomorrow, guys. GameStop new low after hours 180.60. This is the level we technically need to hold. I'm gonna set an alert for tomorrow. Take on 2 screens at one time and then have a live play action on the next big screen with the people in the screen next door or screen whatever. That doesn't make any sense. Isn't that just like online gaming? Can't I just stay home and play my friend Call of Duty while he's at home? Why do we have to be in the
Um,
same room? Or
they've got, look, GME's already building out those test centers where they've got, 10, 12, 18 game stations set up in the back for that type of stuff already. So
right.
I just don't see AMC being beneficial in that. You would have to rip out all the seats, put in a lot of cabling, a lot of data processing. I just don't see it being convenient or fiscally responsible for GameStop to do it. And we already know AMC can't afford it. So
Well, they could afford 25 million to ad spend though.
on somebody that hasn't been on the big screen in, okay, I got to figure this out. I got to figure out when Black Swan came out, because I think that's the last movie she was in.
I'm looking at the tweet because I didn't remember actually tweet the video. I'll probably watch it. It's like a minute long about the campaign, 25 million, blah, blah, blah. Take a look at the replies and see what the apes are saying.
Oh, good God.
This guy
That
said,
was it was 2010. Oh, wait, that was Natalie Portman.
so that's around the same time that
Shit,
AMC,
what?
that's the same day AMC is using to compare their earnings to and their attendance 10 years ago. Is it really necessary though? Is AMC not already receiving enough publicity? There is literally an army of apes, which, per the start of the year, have become devout cinema goers. That's what I'm saying. There's no need to spend millions on advertising. You have YouTubers pumping the stock, talking about the stock, thousands and thousands and thousands of views. Go the Tesla way. Tesla spends zero. It's all word of mouth, man. It's all word of mouth. Let's keep scrolling on this.
Her last movie was 2012, and it was The Paperboy. And I
Paper
don't think I
Hands?
ever saw it.
The Paper Hands? They need to make a movie about me, the Paper Hands. Yes, a GameStop in every AMC theater. We're gonna have electric charging ports now in AMC theaters, parking lots. Sus snakes. YouTubers are really pumping the stock, just like they're pumping SPRT. Stay woke, man. These guys buy a ton of options before they pump it to you. And guess who? Guess what? Who they unload the bags of dog shit to? You. And then you're stuck holding. Yep. Starring me, and then who else? Oh, Portnoy. There we go.
I'm scrolling back through all of her rooms, and the only one, or all of her movies, and the only one I can vaguely remember is Panic Room in 2002 and Moulin Rouge in 2001. Okay, yeah. Why?
See, I don't even know who she is. The only thing I knew about was that you said that it was who Tom Cruise's ex or something like that.
Yeah, married. She was married to Tom Cruise 1990 to 2001.
Oh. More than 10,000 shares borrowed since after hours started. For your information, thank you, Ryan. Is that from what? What was the website? Stonko Tracker. AMC 4615 after hours. They're moving in coherence after hours, but they weren't doing this at market open. What do you know? GameStop 177 after hours. This tweet did get people excited though. IBKR. Yeah, you're able to short on Interactive Brokers, by the way. There's actually shares of short on there. Not think or swim.
Well, they always have shares.
Yeah.
I've never seen them without shares.
That show's available. Perhaps they didn't borrow. Perhaps some turned off landing. Doubt it though. I think
Okay,
we'll
now
probably
we're
close
getting
at 180 after hours. We'll probably close at 180 after hours.
so now we're getting into the area I figured we would have been in already. But it's still not bad. Actually, SSR, no.
That was debunked a while back, no?
I got to go look, but I don't think I know SSR doesn't apply in after hours trading, but I don't know if we actually hit it today. And I don't think,
It has to be to the close, right? Not after hours.
yeah, it's got to be to close. And we closed basically even, maybe up a little. And SSR was 179.10, and it did not get turned on today. After hours trading does not apply.
And what does that even matter with the whole dark pool situation going on?
It doesn't.
Well, that's what
I
I'm
mean, when
saying.
they're
How does that? What does it even matter? Like
dark pool.
there was days a couple months ago where people would be like, "Why is it still dropping? The SSR is on," and it's just like the dark pools. Can't do anything about that. Yep, GameStop is indeed at 179. We're probably gonna bounce pre-market too. There's also very low volume after hours.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, somebody asked, who was it? Somebody asked, the somebody stated they missed the earnings call and blah, blah. Oh, how, okay. So snakes, it was a miss by about 10 cents off of, was it 10
The
cents? Yes,
estimates.
10 cents.
It
Yeah,
was
off
10
the estimate.
cents, but I don't know why Thinkorswim is showing like a 30-cent miss here. The estimates on here are showing 41 per share, and the actual was 76. But it was actually 60 something, so it was around 10 cents.
Yeah, it was 10 cents. And yeah, I don't know why they'd be showing that, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad considering all the expenses they had. And I'm actually impressed that they did as well as they did.
Clash with Aiden says, I really sold my Tesla for this shit. For what? See, that goes back to your trading plan. What was your trading plan? The gamble on earnings?
Okay, wait. I want you to look at something. I want you to compare AMC and GME right now.
They look like the same stock. It looks like the same
After
thing.
hours, they sure as fudgesicle do.
How about BlackBerry? Meh, not really. Spurt 24. I think it's what was the other one? Costs?
Yeah,
This one has
cost
no
was one of
volume.
them.
GameStop and AMC are probably like the only ones. Not even BlackBerry has the volume to move after hours like that.
Yeah, they were totally disconnected all day up until close. That's interesting.
That's what I was saying. At Market Open, they were not following each other, and now they are.
How weird. Nothing, no, everything normal, nothing wrong. Move along.
AMC is definitely holding up better since Clash with Aiden. That's because they didn't have earnings; they're just reacting. Same thing happened last time when it was vice versa. When AMC had earnings, GameStop was low and lagging. And GameStop has less volume anyways. Also, yes, SBJ99 brings up a good point. Different core of traders and after hours. Moran says he's gonna buy more. Thank you for the discount.
Oh, Marantz, we haven't heard your take on that quarterly.
Bring it. I thought he was on the call too. You want to
I'm waiting to see if he joins in. Pretty sure he still can.
I don't think he is. He still can though. So just historically, GameStop does tend to pull back, just like Tesla after hours. I mean, for earnings too, it does the same exact thing. So hopefully tomorrow we do have a nice bounce, but we're actually holding the 180 level here. I think we'll close in the 180s after hours.
Yeah, I really do think we're going to have a good day tomorrow.
We'll be live tomorrow as well, guys. Market open 6:30, 9:30. 6:30.
Phoenix, I'm trying to get him to. I'm trying to goad him to get him one. Yeah, okay. I figured as much. Damn it. Oh well. You rest up, partner. Hope
So
you and the family get better.
That was the earnings, guys. It was a very short call. I'm actually gonna clip this video and leave it up on the channel for those who didn't get a chance to hear the earnings call for GameStop. We're gonna be back tomorrow at market open, 6:30 a.m. Pacific, 9:30 p.m. East, 9:30 a.m. Eastern. That'd be crazy if the market's open at night. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for Rob for hopping on with us. We're gonna join us tomorrow to see what happens to GameStop. Hopefully we have another 200 test.
Hang on, don't shut it down yet. I'm replying to somebody.
Okay. Crypto Mercy says he has FOMO on what, crypto or GameStop? Because I think Bitcoin was pulling back. Someone said 45k Bitcoin. 46.1 actually. Bring down the house, baby. Let me see 7k on Bitcoin by the end of the year. Mr. Brown, they want your predictions on GameStop.
I just put it out there. My prediction is maximum pain on Friday.
Which is 180?
No, it's actually 200.
All
Or at
right.
least it was. Yeah, I mean, it could go down. It went up 750 from yesterday close to this morning, and then it could go down just as easily. But yeah, it's been that way for months. It always ends up right around max pain. So I'm going with max pain. I just don't. I don't see. I don't see whoever's controlling the max pain from letting it get away.
My predictions for Friday close is 180. I'll stick with 180. See what happens. What happened to buckle up, says Mark.
Well, Darth, you must have typed in something that YouTube didn't want out there. Congratulations, you're now on their list. They're going to be watching you.
The algorithm favored us today. There's 101 apes, traders, astronauts live on the video.
And only 46 people have responded.
Where do you see that?
Well, you got 36 likes and 10 dislikes. Why do people dislike? All we were talking about was the stupid earnings call. Really? You don't like the video because of what the earnings call
They don't
said?
like me. They don't like me. That's the thing. It's not the GameStop. They hate me. That's what
Well,
it is.
haven't they figured out by now that anything they do just by watching you adds to your numbers? Just by disliking the video
Shh, don't tell
adds
them.
to your numbers.
Don't let
Oh
them
shit!
in
I'm
on,
supposed to tell them.
don't let them
Oh,
in the
okay. I
YouTube
take all that back.
secret.
I never said that. I never said that.
The AMC and GameStop are either gonna go up or down or even sideways. Trust me, I'm a technical analysis wizard. Phoenix, people are stupid. Absolutely. Damn it, they did it again. Stephen Hill says 47. What?
Hey guys, how we doing?
Oh, whoa,
Hey,
whoa,
Marantz.
legend Marantz, baby. If you guys don't know who Marantz has his own channel. He has his own channel, by the way. I'm gonna link his channel. Let's do this.
He came in to correct me on my end of the week prediction.
He said
So, no, I'm here. I want to say a couple things real quick. One, I'll find the energy to make the video. As far as AMC and the mistakes they're going to make right now by using advertising dollars, period. Somebody like that doesn't need to use advertising dollars, certainly not in the movie world. The movies themselves advertise, that's what gets you there to the actual movie theater. Costco, right? Who's the other one? Tesla. They don't use advertising dollars to move a market. You just can't do that. It's wasted money, wasted revenue. Word of mouth is always the best, like you're saying right now, Ralph. But I promise you, no one worth their weight in salt, whatever you want to say, is not going to use $25 million. That number needs to be respected, and that's wasted revenue, and it's gone forever. Once you use it, you can't get it back. So I don't know how long the campaign is. I don't know what they're prepping for, but if you already have blockbuster movies coming supposedly, and you're bragging about it, and then you have Christmas coming, you should need to put out X amount of dollars, period. Next, earnings. Guys, couple of things that people need to realize, like when they're listening to earnings and you're going through it with GameStop, the first thing was, can you guys hear me? You guys can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Keep
Yeah,
going.
they can hear you.
Okay. So the main thing about earnings is this: we have shrunk our footprint nationally. Now, this is international, and if you heard it right, we don't have those stores open nationally that are losing money. Yes, we're doing a rebranding campaign coming up for January, starting the new year with the electronic boutiques going to GameStop. We have these fulfillment centers being made, but you got to remember, we're operating with the less stores, less fronts, less inventory, and we're producing more sales. So to be up 25% to 35% in sales, it's not being spoken about enough. I know they gloss over it, they just say it, and that's it, and it's the shortest call you ever seen in your life. They want it to be that way. They want to hit you with the dumb numbers, and the dumb numbers is this: we're profitable and we're making great money, and you have Christmas coming, and you have Black Friday, and you have Cyber Monday, you have everything coming to you, and the inventory is increasing, and we're getting ready for this explosion. I don't need the explanations. I don't need hey, this is our new plan, this is our merger, this is that. None of that matters, because if we start telling you what we're doing, yes, we will get eaten alive by somebody like Amazon or anyone else out there that's looking to make mergers. But we have something they don't have, right? It's that word of mouth. It's the non-advertising dollar. We don't need it. We are so loyal to our stock. We are so loyal to the people around us. That's the difference between GameStop and everything else. I would equate it to Bitcoin. Listen, Bitcoin can lose 80% of the profits, and everyone go out there and look at crypto and say, man, it's up in flames. But guess what's the unfortunate part for the whole wide world? You can't buy it because they still don't sell. Like, they don't care how much money they lose. They're not going to sell the damn Bitcoin because they're emphatic about their product. We are the same way. So I'm not selling. I'm so excited every time I see something. It could be great news, and then it gets dropped out of the sky, $20 a share right now on the after hours. Thanks for the discount. I'm going to go buy more. But nothing's going to hurt me. Nothing's going to stop me. If you guys want the truth, that's the truth. I don't need merger talks. I don't need all that nonsense. We're not looking here to save other companies. We're already saved. We're already gone. We have a different lineage. We have a different fellowship, leadership, and that's all of us. And we're all in it together. And if you're not, great. I know some of you are frustrated. Some of you guys want to get out of the way. I'll tell you right now, rethink your whole situation. 10 months in, and you're feeling great about it. And why? Because we're worth more than $4 a share right now. And nobody can evaluate us any different. They can knock us down to 170, 160. They can do anything they want to do to us, guys. I'm telling you right now, GameStop has nowhere to go but up. That's the best part about this. So I'm happy about it. Yes, I'm out of breath and I'm tired and it's hard for me to put videos together. But I promise you, I listen to you guys. I get jazzed up because a lot of you guys feel a certain way about things and you all have the right idea. You really do. Just take out the frustration. There's nothing to get frustrated about. We have NFL football season starting tomorrow. There's plenty of things to do to pass your time. You go do those damn things. Hang on to your stock. And then you're going to thank me in like 3 years when you're sitting back and you're like, remember that time? Yeah, you remember that time because so do I. And I still have the damn receipts to prove it. So I love you guys. Keep kicking ass. And thanks again, Ralph, for everything you do.
Thank you,
And
man.
Rob.
Get healthy.
Most
Get
definitely.
healthy, man.
I'm trying, guys. And one day I'll be back on the stream and I'll be killing it again. And I'll be ready to rattle off some shit. But, I'm out of breath half the time, man. Even right now.
We're all looking forward to it, partner.
Yeah. Thanks again, guys. And much props to everybody, guys. Hey, keep killing it, man. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires.
Woo, baby. Thank you, Morant. Speedy recovery, man. I definitely linked your channel. I'll link Morant's channel, guys. It's pinned in the YouTube chat. You should be able to see it. Make sure you go give him a sub. Well, we're sitting at 184. This is probably where we're going to close after hours. We still got like 3 more hours left into after hours before we close. But thank you for Morant for coming on in. Any other
Alrighty.
closing thoughts?
Nah.
You just wanted to be tomorrow, huh? You'll be probably up at pre-market, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning.
I will be up by midnight. I don't know why.
No new DD, no new theories on Reddit from Reddit. Nothing you've surfed around.
Other than some T plus 69 or something like that, which is next week.
T plus 69. Oh,
Yeah.
guys, interesting. I'm telling you, I hear more from Cohen through Twitter than we do through the earnings call, but he gives us crazy, crazy hints, subliminal messages in which people are barely.
Did he just tweet? Did
No,
he
no, no,
just
no, no,
tweet?
no. He did not tweet.
Oh, okay.
This was a picture of him at the one here. It's like 20 minutes away. It's a Culver, the GameStop in Culver City.
Yeah, that was shit. That was back in what, February or
That
March?
was April. He tweeted it with a fan, I believe. But there was one where he deleted it. He was standing next to the section of where the video games are at, and one of the video
Right.
games that was there was
Was-
Crash. Remember
Yeah,
that?
Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That came out on September 9th, I believe. Or something about September 9th. I don't quite remember what it was. It was on Reddit. I had seen a picture about it. They were saying that he purposely placed that video game there so people would be able to see. And that dates to tomorrow, by the way. 9/9. For rats, I dislike everything about this.
Yeah, I
September
know.
16th?
He's
No, it was
trolling
the
you.
9th. It was the 9th.
So yeah, I don't know, don't care. There was also, I think, a picture of him with one of the customers or something, or a manager. I don't remember. And we kind of trolled Marantz by putting him and Kramer together over on Marantz's Discord. That was funny.
Oh, my uncle?
Yeah, yeah. Your uncle and Marantz were together at a GameStop.
How lovely. I need to see that for sure. Let me see.
You should probably go look at Marantz's Twitter. I think it somehow got posted over there too. I think it was about
Someone,
a week or so back.
it was the 9th, guys, I think. I don't think it was the 16th.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
What? Oh,
Every
good
date
God!
matters.
Why does it?
Everybody start placing dates. That's what we need to do.
Okay, there are no dates. It happens when it happens.
I know, I'm just messing with you. It's
You're
after
not
hours,
messing
man.
with
The
me.
markets are closed. Let's see how Tesla did. I know Tesla dumped midday. This was actually an amazing buy opportunity. The same setup that when I bought Tesla at 650s. The same setup. You buy here midday when it's freaking plunging to new lows, and it always recovers. It always has a nice bounce. I don't know how I missed this. Neo, by the way, had like some ridiculous offering the other day. Caused it to drop from 40 to 38. I'm not buying Neo until we see low 30s again. Let's see, what was the other one? BBIG. Oh, now that we have Ortix pulled up, guys, if any of you guys have stocks that you want me to put in on the most popular, most reputable, most trustworthy short interest data website, Ortex, let me know in the chat now, ASAP. BBIG 1249, which, by the way, is real time. It is never delayed. It is not T+2. All that is BS. It is real time. It tells you on the right. Just because they mention it, does that mean it's true? It's right? It says as of 7 a.m.
Oh God. Yeah, 7 a.m. But
This,
what day?
what was it? This was $600 a year for this software that you can literally find all this info on Yahoo Finance for free, 19% SI. All right, let me see the
I'm a
tickers come in.
I know.
All right, I'll start with the two legendary ones. AMC GameStop. AMC 19.04%. Cost to borrow max is 8%. GME is, I'm gonna guess, 13%. Let's see. $12.38% with the cost to borrow max fee of 2%. SoFi, that stock reminds me of Uncle Bruce and his bagels. SoFi, I think he was pumping this one hard like 3-4 months ago. 5%, 5.86%. CTXR. Let's see which one actually has the highest SI.
Is that Central Railroad?
This is some pharmaceutical company.
Oh, is it?
9.28%. AQST, I think that one has the highest one. No. 5%. Actually, I'm confusing this stock with AETR. Sphere 3 Any. I think Any tanked today, no, guys? ANY. This one
I don't know.
has. This was actually a short squeeze candidate, too. This one has 2.68%. The SI dropped 15%.
GSAT was up almost what?
Oh, Global Star. Well, the
Yeah,
iPhone freaking news,
I
no
think they were up almost
partnership with Apple.
40%. Supposed to, yeah.
By the way, the iPhone 4, the one that's coming out in 1 week on the 14th next Tuesday is actually the event for the iPhone 13, which is the one that's supposed to be coming out. But I don't know why somebody leaked the iPhone 14, which is for next year. It doesn't have like the camera bump and all that stuff. This one, Global Star has 9%. Sears, we already covered that last week or earlier this week. Paper Tiger says FTPM. Oh, no TC stock.
Don't forget about Blaze Blue, AQST.
This company's name is 420 Property Management. There's no data on this, probably because it's OTC. I'm waiting for the iPhone will never have a flip phone. They're going back to the roots on the iPhone 14 though, like that brick iPhone 4 type of look. CTXR is my baby. Thank you, Ralph. None of these stocks should be your babies, man. You should not be falling in love with these stocks. CLNE, Clean Energy. I know how Ralph feels about that one.
Okay, now I'm good. Now I wasn't deleting him before, but I'm going to now.
6.57. What did Biden say about clean energy today? No, wasn't he speaking?
I don't know why Darth likes to troll me with that.
GameStop on CNBC next segment. All right, let's watch this, guys. If you guys are still here, thank you for sticking around. Let's watch some Jim Cramer, my uncle. They're on break.
Actually, he should be on here in a little bit, shouldn't he? Because he was back today. He was on morning, so he should be back.
Let's see it. $25 call options are now being sold on ATER. Well, yeah, it's already kind of squeezed a bit. He said buy. Did Kramer say buy GameStop? That's not a good sign. No, you're talking about clean energy. That's not a good sign. Then clean energy is about to take a dump. Do the opposite of what Kramer does and you'll beat the market. Kramer is quitting the street, just announced. No wonder they were deleting his stuff on YouTube. Oh, is that why you're fired is trending on Twitter? You're fired. What?
The hell what was he doing on this morning then?
Contradiction of you were saying this then, and why are you saying this now? Actually, circumstances.
Oh man. What was that, Rob?
On Kramer this morning.
Who?
I mean, what Kramer was doing on CNBC this morning? If he's being fired.
Probably shilling. I don't know. Shilling some other stock. Probably DD. Watch the stock drop when Kramer talks. I'm watching.
Actually, I think Darth may be onto something there. He's getting out before the biggest financial reset of all time. Because, I mean, all he does is pump, he pumps whatever he's told to pump. So I'm having a feeling Darth may be onto something.
I think the most simplest answer solution is probably the most probable one. I think that's it. He's leaving before the greatest market crash ever. And the history of bubble, the biggest bubble in history. Doesn't he own the street?
I think he does. I think he started it.
I think you're right. Let's see. Who? Because, yeah, you're right. Let's verify this. Jim Cramer and some other guy named Marty. Jim Cramer. Founders Jim Cramer. Yep. You're right about that. Pay attention to what they do, not what they say. Exactly. Actions speak louder than words. Uh-oh.
Like lower in the after-hour session. Apparently, we had mentioned that the conference call was going on. It was a remarkably short conference call. Apparently, it lasted about 8 minutes. There was no CFO talk there. The CFO didn't go on the call. And they didn't give any forecasts, Karen. You know, an 8-minute conference call is usually not a very good sign. We did see the stock move lower by as much as 12% at one point on this.
Yeah, this is like no other company, though. Well, maybe there's one or two others, but this is their MO for the call, right? This whole, Pete, as Pete said before, this has nothing to do with fundamentals, nothing to do with earnings. And so why spend time talking about that, it seems, since, you know, people don't really want to peg the valuation here to earnings or anything like that. So let's not spend time with it. That shareholder base, you'd think they'd be pretty up in arms if they wanted to hear more. But I don't know. It's crazy. It's about something else completely.
Yeah. All right. It's down 8% right now. Meantime, AMC making a big bet on its future with the help of some serious star power. Check it out.
Oh, someone freaking
We come to
stop
this
me.
place for magic. We come to AMC theaters to laugh, to cry, to care. Because we need that, all of us. That indescribable.
That is AMC's first ever national TV commercial. It features Academy Award winner Nicole Kidman. It hits the airwaves on Sunday. The cost of the ad campaign, $25 million. Guy, she was pretty convincing, I thought.
Yeah, money well spent when you're a $25 billion company. You know, listen, it's great. And I'd love to go back to a movie theater. I can't wait to watch the next Top Gun or James, whatever's coming out, without question. Get my milk duds and have a ball. But it's a failed business model. When things were going great for them, it was still a failed business model, and nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is there's an army of people now behind the stock, which, quite frankly, could be extraordinarily powerful for them. So great job hiring probably Nicole Kidman to do this. And maybe the stock does go higher. But again, just to reiterate, the whole short squeeze thesis to me is sort of a bit of a red herring. The stock trades 100 million shares a day. If you're short the stock, you have ample opportunity, not only on a daily basis, but on a minute-by-minute basis to cover. So there's clearly something else going on here.
When was the last time you traded this stock, Pete?
Not that terribly long ago, Mel, probably within the last month or so. But, you know, there are so many of these names now that are under this category that we talk about each and every day. I mean, for the right reasons. I mean, Guy just mentioned, look at the volumes in the stock and the shares, but also look at the volumes in the options markets. I was just looking at AMC today, traded 770,000 contracts today. That's a huge number, Mel. I mean, Apple traded 1.4 million. It gives you a little perspective. And yet, you know, we continue to see this day in and day out. There are probably 4, 5, 6 different names each and every day. Some of them I can't even mention because of the market caps and how small they are. But the volumes, the sheer volumes in the stocks and the options are absolutely in the stratosphere right now. So there's a lot of activity. I don't know necessarily that I just credit all that to Robinhood, but I do see a lot of incredible activity every single day now. And it started the beginning of the year and it's gone on, and we just continue to add names to the list all the time. AMC still 18% short interest. So there are some shorts out there, and that seems to be part of the categories that everybody's looking at when they're trying to get involved in many of these stocks.
All right, speaking of options, one solar name is lighting up the options
Don't tell me.
pits. We've got the trade when fast money returns.
Oh, I heard about this stock. This one's on Reddit. I forget the ticker. The solar stock. You guys brought this one up earlier. Someone brought it up in the chat. All right, let's see. Let me move the audio back to Rob. There we go. I think they can hear you now.
That's fine. I was talking to myself. No big deal. They didn't want to hear what I had to say anyway.
That's what I said, Phoenix. Why spend 25 million on ads when you're like, what? How much debt do they have? 4 or 5 billion?
At least 5 billion.
If it were to benefit anybody, I think GameStop would be the one that would spend 25 million on ads. Like Moran said, the movies are good and they're bangers. That should be sufficient enough to have asses on the seats, right? Wrong?
Absolutely. And on top of that, the distributors help pay for advertising. So Maxion Solar Technologies, MAXN, is the one you were thinking of that somebody brought up. I don't recall seeing that.
Earlier this morning.
with the Biden thing, MAXN. I mean, all solars are going to go. You know, if he does what he wants to do, and try and make half the country solar, all solar technologies are going to go through the roof. But as I was saying, the only reason this commercial came out and the only reason, Adam Aaron's trying to keep the price up is so that he can get rid of his shares. All the other executives have managed to get most of their shares, or a good portion of their shares, at high valuations. He wants to be able to as well.
In that video, the AMC theaters don't even look like that. Last time I went, there was freaking popcorn all over my seat. It looks all futuristic. It looks very nice though.
Well, I mean, that was probably a newer one because it had the leather recliner type seats. The ones I'm used to are the fold down, and you want to look at it before you sit down.
You want to look at it before you sit down. Oh man, SOL. What's the SOL? Literally.
Shit out of luck.
Sun in Spanish. GameStop 182 after hours. We're probably going to stay at this level. I didn't even move with the CNBC chatter going on. Usually they do. We're going to be streaming tomorrow, guys. Thank you all for tuning on in. Market open. We're here every single day. Solana, no. That's not even a freaking stock. That's crypto. Speaking of crypto. We'll leave with Bitcoin at 45. Hopefully by the morning we're like at 40K.
I think I'm going to petition to have CLNE delisted.
You're going to buy some stock?
No, I'm going to have it delisted.
Look what Badback said. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I've ever been to an AMC theater because I got an ad from them. You know? I've always been there to watch a movie. That's it. I'm there to watch a movie.
Well, welcome for coming in and
I don't even buy
react.
popcorn.
None
None of that BS. It's overpriced. Look what this weirdo said. To be honest, this channel is horrible, and Ralph and his other weirdos seem biased. We're not biased at all. Used to watch this, but too much drama. Why? Because I don't have Aaron. I fucking jerking off Adam Aaron. Is that why? If there's other channels for that, I'm not here to jerk off no CEO. I love Tesla, but I'm not gonna suck Elon's dick. You know, that's just the truth. When the stock is shit, when you're freaking talking about crypto and you're not managing Tesla, that's wrong. That's where the stock tanked. You know.
Get him, Ralph. Get him.
You don't got that kind of pull, Robert Griffin. and ONPH should be delisted.
Actually, yeah, it should be. That one should be gray market, or actually just totally done. I've done some research into that one. That one's a scary one. Why it's even up, I don't have a clue.
Because you don't beg for super chat donations every 5 seconds. I actually read the chat without having to take donuts. Is that why? I'm surprised GameStop's not trending. Usually we would have seen that. The last couple of earnings we were trending, by the way. You need to wear a duck shirt.
Gotta love trolls. I wonder if somebody's showing their intelligence level by by posting stuff like that. You often wonder about that.
I went to an AMC to cry about AMC.
Anytime I go to an AMC, I go to to take candy and food in, so I don't have to pay them.
Hit him with the ban hammer. Well, he's not doing anything wrong. This guy's saying he doesn't like me. I'm not soft, you know? Like, I'll take it. There's no need to ban him.
Yeah. No, Phoenix, not gonna.
I took my profits on AMC, so I can't be upset about the stock. Unless it takes
He
it back.
ain't worth the trouble at the time.
He probably needs a little company, you know? Unless, make sure
There
he
you
doesn't
go,
take it
Almo.
back, Eric. The market always is notoriously known for taking your money back. Gives you money and then it takes it right back.
Oh, damn, bad back. Jesus.
Oh, that's harsh. That's rough. What do you guys think will happen with GameStop? I'm calling it 180 close on Friday. Maybe I think it'll stay flat here. Hopefully it doesn't come down like it does after earnings. The last two earnings it did that.
I'll be honest with you. If no, seriously, I'm telling you, if the options don't come in on the put side, it's going to close, 195 to 200. It is week in and week out. It is closed right at the max pain level.
Well, we'll see tomorrow. Maybe there's a gap up or gap down. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I think tomorrow it's going to pop up, but I don't think it's going to go over 200 to 205. I think they're going to keep it right in there. That way they can push it down Friday.
All right, you guys heard it here first. My prediction is 180 close. Rob's is 200.
We'll see where it goes, right?
Mm-hmm. And my prediction for AMC is probably close at 48, maybe.
Hey, Kramer's on. Kramer's on right now.
Let's see. Let's see what he has to say. Uh-oh.
Let's see. All three indices fell.
Hey, I'm Kramer. Welcome to Mad Money. Welcome to Kramerica. Other people want to make friends? I'm just trying to make you some money. My job is not just to entertain, but to educate and teach you. So call me at 1-800-743-CBC.
Can I call him right now?
Tweet me at Jim Kramer.
Let me tweet his ass.
To September.
What should I tweet him, guys? What should I ask him?
Treacherous of months. Now, look, there's no evil magic to it, but you should get used to days like today. Dow shed 69 points. S&P declined 0.13%, but the Nasdaq lost 0.57%.
The House of Pain.
Because I believe there'll be far more of them than we've come to expect ever since the bottom 18 months ago. Why am I so concerned about the weeks ahead other than the self-fulfilling prophecy that September does tend to be rough and it's been ages since we've had a real decline? Let's not waste time. I'm taking them right down. One, earnings. That's right, earnings. Call me old-fashioned, but I think the stock market is very much tied to how companies are actually doing. These numbers have been phenomenal for ages. We've gotten spoiled by upside surprise after upside surprise. Today, though, we've seen the nasty side of earnings surprises, the downside ones. And let me tell you, they're no fun at all. And we're not prepared for the damage. Two venerable companies, Sherwin-Williams and Pulte Group, both pre-announced disappointing orders. Hey, you know what that is? They disappointed earnings, top and bottom line. Why? Supply chain problems and raw cost inflation. Wow, it's a paint company and a home builder. That comes on top of yesterday's ugly pre-announcement from PPG, the coatings company that hit us with its second shortfall in a row for the same reasons. The raw cost problems now includes the price of natural gas, something we haven't had to worry about for a long time. It used to hang around $3. Now it's approaching $5. That's way too expensive for a fuel that dominates our nation's power supply, serves as a basic building block for so many chemicals. The good news, none of their stocks got crushed because demand's still in good shape. That's right. I mean, they're still getting business. The bad news, these supply problems, they're not going away. Seems like they've become ingrained. No wonder the Federal Reserve's beige book out at 2 o'clock today, the board's assemblage of reports showed continued elevation of inflation. It's just true. We're stuck with it, man. That brings us to problem number 2. The Federal Reserve has made a big bet that inflation would be transitory. That's why they've continued buying bonds, keeping interest rates low. However, after these pre-announcements, where we keep hearing about rising raw costs, don't you have to wonder if inflation's more intractable than they thought? Mm-hmm. It's like that semiconductor shortage has confounded so many different industries, leading to higher prices practically everywhere you look. That's going to put tremendous pressure on Fed Chief Jay Powell to raise interest rates. And that is still among most people's worries, more than earnings shortfalls where I'm concerned. Hey, look, this is the way people think. This is how Wall Street thinks. You want to fix the housing shortage? Raise mortgage rates. You want the semiconductor shortage to come down? Well, people buy chip-filled cars with borrowed money. Raise the cost of that money, the demand will dry up. Yes! Higher rates are the magic elixir that can break the inflationary cycle, but they do that by destroying demand, and that crushes earnings, which in turn crushes stocks. Third, if rates are headed higher, that creates more competition for high-yielding dividend stocks. These days, not many stocks are supported by their yields, but there will be even fewer if rates go up. Today, we got a bit of conundrum. The stocks with the best yields rallied, perhaps because we're still in the aftermath of last Friday's anemic employment number. We also saw an upside surprise from the dividend kingpins today. General Mills told a rapt audience that business was coming in at the high side of its estimates, partly because of strong pet food sales. Well, the pin action, of course, was overwhelming, and that group sent the whole food cohort higher. Talk about bad leadership. Those are the recession stocks. Let's hope that after the close, Lululemon's great number and RH's numbers change the complexion of this market. But if you throw in the rally in the utilities, it feels like many investors have already given up on this economy. They think the Fed will throw us into recession. I disagree with that analysis. But if you believe we're at the beginning of a new rate hike cycle, then buying the recession-resistant stocks make a ton of sense. You certainly won't want to hear from Cleveland-Cliffs later in the show, one of the largest steel companies in the country. Well, then we've got a problem that I regard as being, who would have thought this just a few months ago? Yeah, too much stimulus. The president and his allies in Congress want a gigantic stimulus package on top of the smaller bipartisan infrastructure bill. That would supercharge the economy, but it also cause major wage inflation, which is good if you work for a living, but bad if you own stocks. We already have 10 million unfilled jobs. However, if that big stimulus package gets killed, the investors who are dependent on it and what it would do to companies they own, well, I got to tell you, those people will be disappointed because without this, well, you can't prop up the cyclicals. Either Congress passes this thing and the Fed will have to tighten in order to tamp down inflation, or Congress fails and the economy, or at least the cyclical part, will get hurt with no federal support. Of course, there's one way out of this dilemma. It's just not a good way. If the runaway Delta variant causes enough of a slowdown, the Fed won't need to slam the brakes on the economy because the pandemic will do the job for them. Talk about a Hobson's choice, higher rates or more COVID. Either way, the economy gets hurt. I'll take a rain check on both. All that said, the natural buyers, the people who send their money into the mutual funds every month, by nature, that usually sops up the excess supply created by all the selling. But if you think there's enough money on the sidelines to support these prices, you still need to reckon with the nightmare of excess supply from all these endless IPOs. Now, I am on the floor of the stock exchange every morning, and I am overwhelmed by the number of companies coming public. And I love companies. And that's whether through ill-formed and ill-advised SPACs to raw money losers. Companies with little to no hope of turning a profit. But they have catchy names and good ad campaigns, so that they come public anyway. Remember, I've always said that new supply serves as a wet blanket, dousing the fire of the buyers. Of course, this IPO cycle will eventually play out like they always do, with a sell-off that lowers all prices to levels where stocks are more attractive. We can't seem to stop this deal flow. Incredible, given the awful performance of most SPACs. Unfortunately, there's too much money to be made creating these things. The investment bankers won't let up until the golden goose of public money is slain. They'll kill it. That takes time. Finally, there's one last worry that just can't seem to stay on the radar screen, no matter what I do to talk about it, and that's China. After decades of communism in name only, President Xi has decided to go all in on, and I quote, common prosperity. He's sounding more like Chairman Mao, certainly more than any Chinese leader since, Mao. It's very bad for business, but honestly, I'm much more worried about China's horrific human rights track record. Most of all, I'm concerned that this authoritarian turn will embolden him to keep putting pressure on Taiwan, possibly doing something crazy like invading, or at least invading some of the nearby islands. If there's a conflict in the Taiwan Strait, that jeopardizes the whole semiconductor supply chain because we buy so many chips from Taiwan Semi. More importantly, this is the kind of thing that could set off World War III. To loosely paraphrase Sun Ra and his outer space orchestra, nuclear war, it's bad for business. Here's the bottom line. At the end of the day, I think we can deal with any of these issues, but not all at once, at least not without lower stock prices. And lower stock prices is what September's all about. Brooke in Minnesota. Brooke!
Hey, Jim. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
All right. So this company has had good news over the past few months, but it's yet to cross $21 since February. I'm referring to Fisker, FSR. Is this something you should keep holding, or should I put this money elsewhere?
Well, of the ones that have hope to be asset-light automobile companies, it is FSR, Fisker. At this point, $13. I'm not a seller. Bob in New York. Bob!
Hello, Jim. How are you?
I am good, Bob. How about you?
I'm doing fine, thanks. Hey, Jim, Microsoft is hiring former Amazon cloud executive Charlie Bell. On face value, it looks as though this is a major coup for the company. Is this the type of hire that indicates to the investment community that there's substantial growth in the cloud yet and is a catalyst for a higher stock price?
Well, I think what it does say, not unlike Ford, by the way, taking this fellow field from Apple, is that the momentum remains intact at Microsoft. It's a stock I like. It's a stock that can still be bought over $300. Dan in Pennsylvania. Dan.
Hey, Jim, it's Dan from Bethlehem, PA. Hey, question I have.
I was just thinking of you.
Qualys.
I was thinking of you because we're talking to Cleveland Cliffs, the old rival of Bethlehem Steel. What's going on?
Hey, yeah, Qualys, ticker QLYS. They got great revenue quarter over quarter, year over year. They keep increasing revenue and earnings. They consistently beat earnings. I think they're a great cybersecurity play. What's your take on
I couldn't agree more. And it's not even as expensive as the others, although it's expensive versus the rest of the market. I think you got a winner. But remember, we got to deal with the likes of SentinelOne. We got to deal with Palo Alto Networks. We got to deal with CrowdStrike. It is crowded, but there's a lot of business to be done. Get used to days like today. They start weak, kind of get stronger, they get weaker, and then kind of at the end of the day, you're worth less than you were yesterday. We can deal with any of these issues, though, but we can't deal with them all at once. Not without seeing overall lower prices. Oh, man, buddy, tonight, Cleveland Cliffs has fallen flat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, it's a whole hour. No, I'm not gonna watch
the largest
this.
flat-rolled steel company in North America be ready to construct?
Yeah, I can't watch that. No, I can't see it.
It's a full hour, unless this is the half-hour version, but I think it's a full hour.
He's bearish. You know what that means?
Yeah, it's a full hour. It runs till 6 Central, so it'll run till 4 o'clock your time.
Yeah, it should be a whole hour.
Seven to 10.
3 hours?
What the hell is 7 to 10?
Mad Money. Triple H from the WWE went. What happened to this guy? I think he was in a hospital. 7-Eleven. Oh, you're gonna talk about football?
Oh, okay.
I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, Darth is 7 and 10. I got it. Okay. Oh, Morantz is going to go live tomorrow at 4 p.m.
He's my time too, I think. Football. I think the Cowboys. I think season starts tomorrow, I guess. NFL season.
Thursday, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Dallas Cowboys face current champions, the Buccaneers. Did you notice Kramer literally called World War III? Calls on the U.S. Army.
Yeah. For what?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch football. I don't know much, but I think the Buccaneers are gonna win. I think I should make a bet on that.
Well, I would suggest you make a bet with Morantz.
The Cowboys are gonna shit on Brady. Remember we'd always talk about Tom Brady? The fourth quarter. I miss those days. Let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you always pumping Brady.
Baran said Ralph, let's bet. You guys think the Buccaneers are gonna win? I know nothing about football. I don't even know who's playing. But all I know is that
Well, actually, first game for the Cowboys, I believe, is the Bucks.
it is the Bucks. Yeah.
So that means whoever wins already has a leg up.
Oh, look what Moran said. If the Cowboys win, you go bell to bell.
Oh,
Is that tomorrow? What's tomorrow? Thursday, right?
yeah, but the Thursday games are evening games, so it wouldn't be till Friday or
Oh yeah,
sometime.
yeah, yeah. I thought it was okay. No, I'm tripping out. Yeah, it'll be Friday, right?
Yeah, Friday or next week.
What if the Buccaneers win? What if I win? What is Moran
Yeah,
gonna
well,
do?
Morantz already does bell to bell, so
He has to go and eat sushi from 7-Eleven. I'm just
oh
playing.
God, don't do that to him while he's trying to recover
I'm
from
just
this
messing
shit.
with him.
Don't
I
do that.
know. I know. I'll bet Cowboys don't go to the Super Bowl right now, says Keith.
Oh wow, this looks like you might have a few other bets to take up. You already go bell to bell, Morantz.
That's not fair. He's cheating. Moran's
Yeah,
been doing a
that's
24-hour stream.
that
Moran's been
really isn't a fair bet. And no, Phoenix, he has a job outside of work.
Oh, but the Axel says I bet the Cowboys don't make it out of the first round.
I would figure you wouldn't say they would make it into the first round, Darth. Even though it's 7-10 in our division, we might.
We'll see tomorrow, Morans. We'll see. We'll see what we come up with. Or tomorrow morning. We'll go live tomorrow morning too. That's
Well,
gonna be
that's if he's
interesting.
up. Remember, we woke him up this morning somehow, or he was listening in trying to wake up, and he's like, "Why? How are you guys up so early?"
It's automatic. My body's conditioned. Don't make the bet. It's rigged. Why?
Yeah, because anything you do is rigged.
Anything I do is rigged, baby. I'm gonna call up Tom Brady right now. I'm gonna call him up
All
right
your
now.
giveaways were rigged. Your PS5s were boxes full of bricks.
Of rocks,
You
they're
kept
bricks.
PS5.
They're
Yeah.
the fake dummy versions. Giants own that division now.
Oh yeah, right, Eric. Uh-huh. Sure. Okay.
Let's see, GameStop.
I think the division's a little tighter, but it ain't the Giants. Trust me on that one.
I'm trying to think of a good bet.
Well, he's already given you
That's
his
cheating. That's not fair.
You got to figure out what he's got to do or something. I don't know.
Who's the quarterback from the Giants?
Oh, what stock does he not like the most? He would have to buy what, 100 shares?
All right, I'm here.
Oh, he's back.
Hold on.
The football brings him back in, baby.
I'm not gonna let you guys talk nonsense, okay? First off, I can't because my biggest thing is talking football with people who don't know anything about football. It irks me, but
Eric, you're wrong.
But the thing is
Eric,
this, like, at least
you're
Ralph
wrong.
admits that he doesn't know anything about football. Like, that's cool. So, like, and I respect you for watching soccer, by the way. So that's awesome.
Love soccer.
But I love soccer too. But let's talk about this for a second. One, Danny Dimes is the quarterback for the Giants. Giants have their running back who just got back from being injured, Saquon Barkley. So I'm not worried about the Giants whatsoever when it comes to the NFC East. Obviously, the Cowboys have run that whole league, that whole division for a while now, with the exception when Dak got hurt. Next would be the Washington football team, which nobody even knows their team or their mascot. Nobody even cares. So they're out of the picture. It's just the Eagles. And the Eagles have some backyard quarterback who you don't even know who the quarterback is because they got rid of the quarterback 5 times already. So am I excited about Dallas Cowboys? You should be too. I can't be the only one. I can't just be the only
No,
guy to say,
I'm excited. I'm excited for him, but we have, even when we've had the best team, hands down, our division, for some reason, we will lose games that there's no reason we should freaking lose. And it's because we go into those games with an attitude, oh, we got this locked up.
No, no, no,
And
no,
it
no.
pisses me
We just had
off.
a year where we went 13-3, 12-4, 14-2. We've had plenty of winning seasons where we're just the number one team in the whole NFL. Not even worried about that. We're talking about one game tomorrow, one bet. I'm telling you, Tom Brady doesn't stand a chance against the Dallas Cowboys because the Cowboys is something else. That'll be tomorrow. And I mean, the guy's almost 70 years old, guys. He's closer to 70 than he is to 20. The guy can't play. He just can't. So I'm going to stick with that until the day I die because the guy can't throw. And I'm just excited to watch it. So I will go live tomorrow during the game just to do a play by play because our fantasy football league is still going. But the stock itself, I mean, I'm still going to look at you guys in the morning and watch the stock market, maybe for an hour or two. But who knows? I mean, this is a damn discount on pricing. Hey, I have a question though. They paid
Not
$25 million for the ad campaign for this Nicole Kidman. Why wouldn't she just do it for free? Other than the fact that they need to make money because Hollywood's dead. I don't understand why they're paying money, period. It's worthless. It's money. It's not. It's
see
not. I
that
saw
Keep
that
keep the
that
hype
fit.
train going. Keep the hype train going.
See, that was my thing too, Moran. So, the distributors always have an ad budget, always. And so I don't understand why AMC's doing this because they got nothing coming out.
Well, the movie theater
What are they going to be
themselves.
showing? They're going to be showing some set. They're going to be showing some movies from 2, 5, 25, 50 years ago, just like they were when they first opened up. I mean, I was waiting for them to bring out the silent movies and rerun those. In
I don't
all
give a
honesty,
damn about Halloween, Dune, James Bond. You couldn't tell me a James Bond movie I watched without falling asleep. Like I can't even get through one. You can't. They're all terrible. And then I couldn't think of anything else that I would like to watch. There is one movie I want to watch, guys. The New Sopranos. The New Sopranos is coming out. It's a movie, but I think I'm going to watch it on HBO Max, right? I mean, it's going to show on Max, so I don't know.
well,
I don't think I'm going to go to the movie theater.
you got an
So
85 or 75-inch TV in your house. What do you need to go to the theater for?
no, I'm with you. Well, I mean, I thought I'd take my wife out, make her feel like she's special. I mean, obviously she is, but for me personally, I've been so sick of being at home, and I have a really ugly feeling. That's why it's hard for me to find
Uh,
energy and be on the show and stuff. I
I
don't, I
like.
don't know
Right.
how you get up every day. That's why I say it like that. How do you get up, get on the stream, do everything? I know it's just part of you, but for me personally, by being sick and going through all this, it's taken a lot out of me. So I'm just looking for something to look at and watching Kramer and his bald ass head. I mean, between him and Ralph and the porn mustaches, it's hard to watch, man. But I'm doing the best I can.
There's been days where I just don't want to stream. Like I just want to stop. I wake up. I'm like, why do I stream? Because
Right.
before I would just wake up and it'd be me in the computer, just the market, and I'd be. Sometimes I feel like I'd be more focused like that.
Well,
I don't know.
Marantz,
I, I
when I first had
Go ahead.
COVID, and that's why I was sitting there telling you, rest up, bud, rest up, don't do it, because for 3 to 4 weeks, I felt like hammered horse shit. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just like, oh God, I want to die. First 2 weeks is I want to die. Third week was I felt like I'd been hit by a Mack truck. Fourth week, I was not so bad. But
I think my biggest problem, Robert, is this. There's enough people out there that come to me daily, whether it be through DMs, through Discord, Reddit, whatever they're trying to reach me to. And they have so much they want to say, and there's a lot for them to get out. And at times I feel like I'm the only one speaking the truth. Honestly, it's nothing against like Ralph or anyone else, but I just have a different viewpoint to be so adamant about, this is what's real, this is what's not, and I don't fall for the FUD and the bullshit. So I always feel like I have to get my word out there, even if it's not needed. I always felt that way. So like being trapped in the hospital or watching other
I know
people's
that's
shows, it's like a muzzle on me. Like I was watching Jamie earlier for earnings, and Jamie's out here for a whole hour just rambling, and I was like, man, this is driving me crazy because I have no voice whatsoever. And that's why I made the show. That's why I made my channel, to have a voice. And
right.
now I just sit there and I sit back and I rely on Ralph and I rely on you and I rely on other people to give me insight. But I know I still have my own viewpoint. So that's where I'm trying to find that equilibrium, trying to find that happy place. So
Well,
but you guys are kicking ass.
You'll find it eventually.
So when's the fight?
Well, what fight were you talking about?
You know what fight I'm talking about.
No, I don't know what fight we're talking about, because if we're talking about a fight, me and you,
No,
I don't know.
no.
Honestly, dude, check this out. So I'm gonna tell you guys, I was out getting gas. By the way, gas is overly priced.
Oh
I'm
my
mad at Biden.
gosh,
I'm
bro! I'm
mad at
paying
the world.
$5 a gallon.
Yeah, it's 460 something at AM/PM, which is an Arco gas station, the cheapest gas you can buy out here. But I was to the point where I was putting in gas, and there was a guy, a homeless guy, walking by, and I was telling myself, I hope he doesn't try anything, because I'm gonna get my ass kicked right now, because I physically can't fight right now. Like that's how drained I am, how weak I am, and it's the worst feeling as a man when you can't protect yourself. You're like, oh, I hope nothing happens right now, because that's how sick I am, and I can't even stand up on my own. So I hope there's no fight coming my way. I want no part of it.
Well, you can still probably take the God pill.
Oh yeah,
because his stamina was like 34 seconds or something like that.
Hey, boxing's hard, man. Boxing's hard.
Yeah, it's impossible. You'll get noodle arms right away. Like I told you, I don't want to fight Roy Jones Jr., but I'm down because he looks like he can't take much more hits. But if you were there putting in gas this morning, I don't think I've ever been nervous putting in gas in my life. And I was actually nervous because
The
there's
prices
nothing I
made
can
you
do.
nervous. That's what it was. The prices made you nervous.
The homeless people ready to just take my lunch money. Because, I mean, I am, if they knew how weak I really am physically, like I'm physically weak. I can't do
Shit, they'd be
anything.
better off. They'd be better off taking the gas. They'd get more out of it.
They'd get more out of that. I mean, they could take my stock at this point. It's not worth anything. Holy shit. Man. I told my wife, I was like, hey, honey, guys, let me tell you this story. Well, if you guys don't mind. Do you mind, Ralph?
Oh, no, go for it.
Okay. So, being sick in the hospital, and they're pulling you in, they're taking you in, and they tell you can't have any visitors. You're in a bubble. You're in like this it's just like the movies where like they pull down the zipper and everything, and they walk in and they have the suits on and everything, like old 1980s AIDS movies and stuff. And and I'm in there, and all I'm thinking about is, man, did I tell my wife my passwords? Does she have access to everything she needs, just in case, the MOAS happens, or we need to make some decisions, or, because you don't know what's happening when they're telling you have pneumonia and all this other stuff. So before treatment goes, I'm checking with my wife, and I'm like, hey, babe, I'm about to go back here, but here's the passwords, and here's this. And she just told me to shut up. She's like, I don't want to know about it. I don't care. We don't need the money. Get out of here. Go get better. Like,
and she didn't want you thinking that way, is what she was saying.
Absolutely, it's a mindset. So when it was time to get picked up, and I'm out of there, a week later, and she's like, so about your password and I was like, oh no, you didn't want it then. You don't need it now. So I'm not.
That's okay. That's okay. She'll just wait till you to die for you to die, and then she'll use your thumbprint to open up everything on your phone.
I'm telling you, but the way I'm looking at it right now, I probably lost a quarter of my worth today just watching the GameStop come down in price. So I'm not worried about it too much, but I just want everyone to know that there's more important things than the stock and all this stuff that we play around with. So I love hanging out with you guys and everyone else out there. So I've just tried to find the fun in life. But man, if it wasn't for you guys and it wasn't meeting you guys online and having these opportunities we have, I don't know. I'd be a lonely guy looking at the stock. So I'm happy. I'm thankful that we all
That's
have.
what counts, man. Like at the friendships, right? The relationships you have. Like
Yeah.
at the end of your life, you're not gonna judge it based off of how much money you made. What material things you have. You're gonna have plenty of money. You're gonna judge it based off of the meaning relationships you have, the friendships you have.
Mhm.
That's what it'll come down
Yeah,
to.
absolutely.
Well, that's what I'm
Absolutely.
doing. I've got some new friends, and and you and Ralph, I've got some new friends, and in the Tats, I'm developing some friends, and it's all good. I mean, I can't tell you how much I've gained and lost over time with being YOLO'd into GameStop. But let's go look at one place where most of my stuff is at, and oh God, really? I hate this thing sometimes.
This is turning into a chick flick.
2, 3, 5, 7.
Because those guys are ridiculous.
Yeah, it's funny as hell looking at some of these trolls.
Let me tell you,
Okay. I've been up to 1.2. Whoa. Wow. I'm down $500,000 in the last month or two.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I haven't been paying attention, obviously.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really change your day. That's the difference. I think Ken Griffin and the boys, I think they really figured it out that no matter what they do, we're not selling. So it's kind of a defeatist moment for everyone. I just think that they're dead. And but we have plenty to do every day we wake up. I have plenty to look forward to tomorrow. You know, guys, I've never heard of half the stock securities that you guys talk about. I know nothing about. Like Kyoto come up to me with a whole new list, and I have no idea what he's talking about. But then I read it, I watch it, and I learn, and it's great. That's like my best part about it, the education I'm getting.
Mm-hmm. The new Wall Street bet list. There's a new one every single day.
I'm telling you, Kyoto does throw out some good, some good stuff out there because he's tapped into all these other websites or other discords that are, talking about next idea that might turn into a squeeze or something, next stock that might turn into a squeeze or, is sitting in the right position. And he named one today. I was surprised because it actually scrolled across the crawler and I'm like, damn, it did jump.
Yeah, the one
and
time
he was sitting there saying it was $1 stock before.
I forgot what stock he brought up, some random stock I've never heard of, and it was actually going up. It kept going up. I'm like, what?
Yeah, no, he's got a Discord with some crazy young kid who YOLOs everything. He told me about it one time. And I'm this kind of guy. I'm so straightforward, guys. I'm so old school where I'm just like, all I care about is the two stocks that I own, like whatever I'm holding. So right now I'm holding costs. I want costs to get over 20. And so I can get my money back out of there and go move it. But because I don't want to take a loss, that's one thing. But two, GameStop's such a good price right now. Holy hell, 180? Who doesn't want that? So I'm excited about it. I just want to make sure I get the right amount of shares for my lifetime, and I'll feel good about it. It doesn't ever have to really go to the moon the way people think. For me to feel good about it, I already have enough in there to where I can buy another house. I can do these things, the luxuries that I need to afford for myself and my family. But other than that, I'm just gonna chill, man, and just keep enjoying it. So let me enjoy football coming up. If you're looking right now, by the way, SPRT went up today, guys, up $5 today.
Backflips for
after being down for so long. I haven't watched another YouTuber other than Ralph in a while, so I'm just gonna stick with what we got going on. But I thank everybody for everything, and I just came back in and just to tell you guys how wrong you are about the Cowboys, and how long you have been wrong for a long time. These guys are champions. They're winners. They've been winning divisions for a long time. Not everybody can win the Super Bowl, so you just gotta, be thankful for the wins that you do get. But tomorrow night will be one of many, and I'll be here. And who knows? I might jump off a bridge if we lose, but I'll try not to.
No, you're not
You
going to.
can't.
Don't even go there. Don't even start that shit.
You'll jump off a
17-0,
bridge, but you
baby.
won't do a backflip?
No, I might do one with it. Oh, by the way, did you see this about Coinbase? I don't know if you guys talked about
what
this.
was it?
I haven't made a video about it. They're getting involved with the SEC because the SEC's holding them down as far as these guys want to be able to loan out their coins and make a profit for them up to 4% for every official owner of the Bitcoin, or not only Bitcoin but of any cryptocurrency. So they want to be able to loan out their commodity. And I don't know how that's going to work, but these dudes are prepared to loan out their money. Read up on it. It's kind of crazy. I was reading up on it today, and I'm getting ready. Give me about a week or two, and I'll be full battle rattle. But damn, I just like hearing you guys talk about a bunch of nothing. Works out perfect.
Hey, you take your time.
No
Watch
rush,
it back
Rance.
home.
Yeah, man. Hey, much love, Ralph. Wake your ass up because although I might be live early tomorrow just for like an hour or two, but I'm definitely tomorrow night. I'm watching Cowboy game with everyone, and that's where I'm going to be talking my shit. So
I'll tune on in.
I'll see you guys so much. Yeah, I know. I mean, hey, you got to learn football at some point, man.
All right.
It's part of life.
Part of life.
But guys, I'll see you guys.
I'll see you, Rance. Take it easy.
Yeah, goal.
Goal. Why is there always somebody that joins right when we're about to end the stream? It happens every
Yeah,
day.
Imhotep joined. Hey, welcome, Imhotep. Glad you're here. Hey, Ralph, I posted that one that Kyoto was talking about all day today. And I mean, he was
Oh,
talking about it all freaking day.
HBLZ. It was
Yeah.
a different one. The one he brought up when I researched or when I looked it up.
Oh, that wasn't today. That was yesterday or day before. This is the one he's been talking about all day today.
Interesting. There's actually a 300,000 order on AMC after hours. Look at this. 300,000 shares.
At what time? 15:30. That's late.
Where'd it go?
That's late. It's 15:30. I'm looking at it. It was 15:30. It was.
I
It's
think
probably
it just
scrolled off.
disappeared. I thought it was going crazy. It was here, right? 300K.
No, I saw it. I saw it on your stream. It was
like 5 minutes ago.
15:30 hours.
Like 5 minutes ago, I think.
Yeah, it was. That's awfully late for a mock order. So that was a hedge fund rebalancing, trying to clear up their deficit.
It's not here anymore. Very interesting.
Well, you're still on at 15:30. Keep scrolling down.
No, it doesn't let me. That's it.
Oh, okay, so your times and sales obviously took it all the way off.
It pumped exactly the same time SPRT went up. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. These stocks can pull back, but they're eventually bound to have a rip. You talked about buying SPRT when it hits $5, right? Like if it were to hit $5, you would grab up some shares.
Oh, absolutely, because there will be a dead cat bounce on it.
This
will
is gonna
be.
bounce. Like, look at this. It's already bouncing right now.
That might be the dead cat bounce, but I would want to see it probably bounce another. Let's see, what's it at now? 24.
24.
I would want to see it hit about 30 before I call it the dead cat, and then it's going to come back down and stay down
again, stay down, and then rip up again. New wave of buyers, new wave of back holders, drop down again.
No,
new
you
wave.
You don't want to play the second dead cat. You don't want to do it.
If you want to take some risk, usually the first one's always the strongest one. The second ones are always kind of like very weak. You'll have a bounce, but they'll be very weak. Eric says he's getting off. Yeah.
We don't need it. We don't need to know about what you're doing.
We're gonna get off too. We're gonna end it here,
Speak
guys.
for yourself. I'm just gonna sit here and drink and rewind Mad Money so I can actually hear what Cocaine Kramer is today.
I'm actually have to edit this stream. I'm gonna crop it down. So this video is gonna be up for anybody who wants to rewatch the whole entire long 7 minutes of GameStop's earnings. So we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
We will be back tomorrow. Market open. Stream 1 hour. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you slap a like. Without further ado, thank you, Rob, for hopping on. It's always a good time. Thank you, Morantz.
Thanks for having me.
His link to his channel is actually pinned in the chat. Make sure you check him out. Go sub. He'll be live tomorrow morning. He's gonna do the Cowboys commentary on that too. Let's see if they win. We'll probably come up with a bet. Maybe I'll go order something off of Arby's menu. Order one of everything. Stuff myself, get diarrhea, throw up. 7-Eleven sushi. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
No. You will end up having to do bell to bell. That's what he put.
No.
You gotta figure out what he's got to do. And I'm thinking, since there's a couple of stocks that he really, really hates.
AMC. He hates
He's
AMC.
got to go long.
All right,
That's just my thinking.
We'll see what his imagination takes him to, and what he comes up with tomorrow. So,
He's already come up with what you got to do. You got to come up with what he's got to do.
I have 24 hours literally. They play tomorrow at 4, so I'll probably have something. Maybe I'll make him do something with AMC.
Yeah.
Sell his GameStop and buy AMC. That's what I'm gonna make him do.
Spend all day pumping AMC or something.
I'm gonna make him shill AMC or GameStop or something. No, you know what? He's gonna sell GameStop and buy AMC, and that's exactly what's gonna happen.
Oh, no.
Let me edit that. He's gonna sell GameStop, buy AMC, and then short GameStop.
He ain't gonna go for that. I can tell you that right now.
Okay. Let's keep it simple. He has to set fire to one of his GameStop shirts. There. And his cowboy shirt. That's the
Oh God!
bet. Is that
Oh
cruel?
damn! You're cruel.
Is that cruel?
Holy crap! You are cruel. Wow.
Let's make it worse. He has to pick.
Okay.
He has to pick in between
All
one.
right.
He has to
do
pick
it.
in between one.
I'm gonna negotiate on his behalf.
He has to
All
pick
right. If
one.
he agrees to that, you gotta go bell to bell and eat a raw onion.
You're not that guy, buddy. You're not that guy. I like that. I love that video. He has to pick one. GameStop shirt or Cowboy shirt. That's even worse.
Oh. Oh, I guarantee you he'd pick the GameStop shirt over the Cowboys jersey. I
think so?
guarantee you that. Oh, I know that.
He has to buy Doge. No, I don't think that would be for Rob. That'd be a bet for Rob. Because Rob hates Doge.
I don't hate Doge. I just don't like any crypto. I don't understand them, and I don't understand there's whatever their intrinsic value is. Their intrinsic value is only what somebody wants to put on it. No different than a stock. And at least with a stock, I've got a company that actually produces something, does something. Cryptos don't do that. I don't get the concept. I really don't. And so, yeah, Doge, no. I mean, any crypto, like I told you, when and if, GME does MOAS, and I'm sitting on $20 million or $100 million, whatever it MOASes to, I'll go ahead and buy $1,000 worth of every damn coin out there. I don't give a shit.
See, that's what Staxlot said. That's way much more cruel than what I had offered. Make a video that admits that AMC has been outperforming GameStop the entire year to date. I think that's the most cruel. That is more cruel. Top cruel. That's not simple.
Wow.
That is top tier cruelness because that's a video. It's published up on YouTube.
Yeah,
you know?
but he can always make it private unless somebody figures out a way to download it or capture it. But yeah, that's a tough pill to swallow for anybody. I think. I mean, AMC technically has but on based on fundamentals, no. So I mean, yeah, it's that's a tough one. That's cruel too.
I love to see that happen. So we'll come up with something. Probably that. I don't know. I think that's cruel. So I'm gonna edit this video, guys.
Why am I being thrown into this? I don't have a tattoo. I will never have a tattoo, and so yeah, that's not going to happen anyway because I don't even like freaking needles at doctors.
If GameStop hits $1 million a share, you will not get a GameStop tattoo on your left butt cheek. You probably would. I would.
I won't get a tattoo anywhere.
I'd get it on my forehead. GME. Is there? It's there for everyone to see on Google, on YouTube. That's what it is.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Well, all right.
We'll see what
everybody
happens.
have a good night. We'll see you in the morning, guys.
See you guys at 6:30
and
a.m.
gals.
Peace out, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning on. And this video is gonna be up, cropped down to like 9 minutes. So thank you, Rob, once again. My pleasure.